Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Cop condemns mob killing of accused cow thieves in St. Anne. The St. Anne police on Monday condemned the mob attack of two men, cattle thieves, who were chopped to death by residents of Wat Town in the parish. According to the Senior Superintendent of Police SSP Dwight Powell, at 10:30 a.m. a group of men, who were traveling in two separate vehicles, were seen in the Gilbert community in Wat Town stealing cattle. A mob quickly assembled and intercepted the alleged thieves, resulting in the chopping death of two of the men. They were taken to the Alexandria Hospital where they were pronounced dead. The men in the second vehicle escaped the mob and fled the area. SSP Powell told reporters that the vehicle in which the deceased were traveling is now in police custody. The vehicle reportedly had the canvases of goat and a bull. Police say they suspect the value of the stolen animals is well over $1 million. The St. Anne commanding officer went on to condemn the actions of the Wat Town residents. I must remind the residents of St. Anne that mob killing is still murder, and we condemn those kinds of incidents. We have been working assiduously with the farmers in these rural communities, and on a weekly basis, we are in touch with them, ensuring and giving them vital security tips to secure their possessions, so this matter will be vigorously investigated, and those persons that are responsible, when they are identified, will be brought to answer to the offense of murder, SSP Paul stated. He added that residents should cooperate with law enforcement officials to secure lives, property, and livestock. The identities of the deceased men are still not known at this time. Cops says women being targeted in deadly St. Andrew gang war. Gang warfare is said to be at the center of Sunday's double murder in the Boat Island community on Spanish Town Road, St. Andrew. Shakira Thomas, 20, and Tyler Taylor, a 21-year-old Tyler, were shot dead during a brazen home invasion by heavily armed men in broad daylight. Police said gang members from Boat Island and surrounding areas of Kidd and Norman Lanes, among others, have been conducting deadly attacks on their rivals and innocent family members. A cause for concern, the police said, is that females from both sides have been targeted by the men who know each other and their families very well. Monday morning's fatal shooting of a businesswoman on Delamere Road in St. Andrew is said to have resulted from the gang conflict. According to the police, the woman was not involved in the conflict but was a family member of some of the people involved. She was seen, trailed, and shot dead by gunmen. Police say that they have been maintaining a heavy presence in the community to ward off any more attacks. In Sunday's double murder, it was reported that around 3:45 p.m., the two were at home when they were pounced upon by a group of men, all armed with handguns and rifles. Police said the men opened fire at them, hitting Taylor in the head and Thomas multiple times in her upper body. Vols insists he broke no law driving through red light. Freshly minted Minister of Transport Darrell Vols is adamant that he is no lawbreaker after a video of him driving through a red traffic light surfaced on the internet. In a series of tweets on Monday, Minister Vols sought to clear the air on the now viral 19 seconds clip. Vols explained that the incident, which happened months ago, was the result of a malfunctioned traffic light, something he immediately reported to the head of the Traffic Management Division of the National Works Agency NWA. I have seen a video circulating on social media, and given that the 19 seconds of the clip do not fully cover what transpired, I will add some clarity, Vols tweeted on Monday. Months ago, I stopped at the red light at an intersection. I quickly realized that the light was malfunctioning, as it quickly turned to green, and then yellow, and back to red in a matter of seconds, and kept repeating the sequence. On realizing that the light kept malfunctioning, I proceeded through the lights after making certain that the intersection was clear and signaling the vehicle ahead of me. Vols went on to state that his suspicion that the lights and malfunction was confirmed when he made contact with the NWA. I immediately phoned Mr. Sanderson, the head of the Traffic Management Division at the NWA, and reported it. He subsequently confirmed that there was an issue and that it would be resolved in the short order. He continued, highlighting that though the incident happened months ago, the footage only surfaced since he was appointed Transport Minister. He said the latter has left him questioning the purpose of releasing the footage when he claims ended before showing the lights changing again. According to him, the latter would have gone a long way in showing how quickly the traffic light was changing, an indication that it had been indeed malfunctioned. This happened many months ago, but I noticed it has now been made an issue since becoming Minister of Transport on the 24th of May. Please note that the video clips end and had even crossed the intersection, which would have shown the lights changing again. Another of his tweets read, "It makes wonder what was the purpose of not showing the full video and releasing it now." St. Catherine North names 5 most wanted men. Detectives assigned to the St. Catherine North Division have listed 5 men as wanted for several crimes committed across the parish. They are Shamar McDonald, otherwise called Chinaman, of St. John's Road, St. Catherine. McDonald is wanted for murder. Glendon Amos, otherwise called Bull, of Commodore District, St. Catherine, who is wanted for murder. Gregory Ferguson, otherwise called Ruff, of Marchpen Road, St. Catherine, who is wanted for murder. Dean Norman, otherwise called Max, or Berwick District, Riverdale, St. Catherine, who is wanted for murder. And Brian King, otherwise called Marlon King, of Fletcherland, Kitson Town, St. Catherine, who is wanted for shooting with intent. The men are being urged to turn themselves into the police immediately, while members of the public are being reminded that it is a criminal offense to harbor a fugitive. Investigators are therefore encouraging persons to continue sharing information to aid in the investigations by calling the Spanish Town Police at 876-984-2305 or 876-984-4490, Crime Stop at 311, the NIB tip line at 811, the Police 119 numbers or the nearest police station. Nikita Noel case, man accused of murder, rape remanded. Omar Green, the construction worker charged with the murder and rape of 9-year-old Hanover student Nikita Noel, is booked to reappear in court on Thursday of this week. Green was the entrance partner of the child's mother at the time of his alleged attack. The mentioned date was set when the case against the 42-year-old accused man from Barbary Hill, Lucy, was called up at the start of the Hillary term of the Hanover Circuit Court on Monday. Green's attorney Albert Markham told presiding Supreme Judge Justice Courtney Day that he is in the process of receiving full instructions from his client, and the hope is to have this done by Thursday. Morgan also requested of the court a fitness to plea report on Green, who remains in custody. He is remanded in custody until Thursday morning. "Mr. Green, you are to come back to us on Thursday," Justice Day told him. When Green last made an appearance in the Hanover Circuit Court on March 28, the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, ODPP, served notice that the death penalty would be sought against him. At that time, the court had given a July 3rd mentioned date for the file to be completed, a psychiatric evaluation report to be submitted, and disclosure to be made of all the material to the defense. Nikita, a former Esher Primary School student, who family members fondly called Joanna, was killed on the afternoon of February 1, 2023. Earlier that morning, the accused and the child's mother allegedly had a domestic dispute. Reports are that the 9-year-old traveled from school with her usual taxi driver before she and other passengers exited the cab at the usual spot, the foot of the dirt road leading up to a hill that leads to where her family lives. The child's mother raised an alarm after she did not return home as scheduled and could not be found. Community members and the police launched a search, and her body was found a few feet from the entrance of her home. Evelyn Bossett among 12 listed as persons of interest amid Waterhouse violence. 12 men that have been named as persons of interest by the St. Andrew South Police. In a release on Monday, the police said the men, who are all from Balcombe Drive and 440 Drive areas of Waterhouse, Kingston 11. They are Fabian Burke, otherwise called Shane or Bossett, Gregory Henderson, otherwise called Harry, Ryan Anglin, otherwise called Dean, Fabian Murray, otherwise called Baby Joe, Andrew Hoffman, otherwise called Liquorman or Redman, Miami first name unknown, otherwise called Razor, frequents just school out area of Waterhouse. Theodore Wartrop, otherwise called Zidane, a man known only by alias Frostman, a man known only by the name Evil, a man known only by the alias Bashi, Shaquille Slater, first name unknown, and a man known only by his aliases Robin and Rubin. These individuals are being asked to turn themselves into the St. Andrew South CIB at Hunts Bay by or before 4 p.m. on Monday, July 3rd. Police say they have been a flare-up of violence in the Barcombe Drive and 440 Drive communities of Waterhouse over the past several weeks. They believe the latter is a result of gang-related feuds in the area and that the above-named persons can assist in their investigations. Members of the Waterhouse community and the general public are being asked to make contact with the police if they know the whereabouts of the named individuals. Persons with information can contact the St. Andrew South Division Commanding Officer Damon Madison, Superintendent of Police, at 876-832-9082, 119-311 or the nearest police station. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell.